Chapter 14. My eyes follow the line of her finger up into the foliage above me. At first, I have no idea what she's pointing to, but then, about 15 feet up, I make out the vague shape in the dimming light. But of what? Some sort of animal? It looks about the size of a raccoon, but it hangs from the bottom of the branch, swaying ever so slightly. There's something else. Among the familiar evening sounds of the woods, my ears ring a low hum. Then I know. It's a wasp nest. Fear shoots through me, but I have enough sense to keep still. After all, I don't know what kind of wasp lives there. It could be the ordinary leave us alone and we'll leave you alone type. But these are the Hunger Games, and ordinary isn't the norm. More likely, they'll be one of the capital's mutations, trackerjackers. Like the jabberjays, these killer wasps were spawned in a lab and strategically placed, like landmines, around districts during the war. Larger than regular wasps, they have a distinctive solid gold body and a sting that raises a lump to the size of a plum on contact. Most people can't tolerate more than a few stings. Some die at once. If you live, the hallucinations brought on by the venom have actually driven people to madness. And there's another thing. These wasps will hunt down anyone who disturbs their nest and attempt to kill them. That's where the tracker part of the name comes from. After the war, the capital destroyed all the nests surrounding their city, but the ones near the districts were left untouched. Another reminder of our weakness, I suppose. Just like the Hunger Games. Another reason to keep inside the fence of District 12. When Gil and I came across a trackerjacker nest, we immediately head in the opposite direction. Is that what hangs above me? I look back to Rue for help, but she's melted into the tree. Given my circumstances, I guess it doesn't matter what type of wasp nest it is. I'm wounded and trapped. Darkness has given me a brief reprieve, but by the time the sun rises, the couriers will have formulated a plan to kill me. There's no way they could do otherwise after I've made them look so stupid. That nest may be the sole option I have left. If I can drop it down on them, I may be able to escape, but I'll risk my life in the process. Of course, I'll never be able to get in close enough to the actual nest to cut it free. I'll have to saw off the branch at the trunk and send the whole thing down. The serrated portion of my knife should be able to do that. But can my hands? And will the vibration from the sawing raise a swarm? What if the couriers figure out what I'm doing and move their camp? That would defeat the whole purpose. I realize that the best chance I'll have to do the sawing without drawing notice will be during the anthem. That could begin at any time. I drag myself out of the bag, make sure my knife is secured in my belt, and begin to make my way up the tree. This in itself is dangerous, since the branches are becoming precariously thin, even for me. But I persevere. When I reach the limb that supports the nest, the humming becomes more distinctive, but it's still oddly subdued of these trackerjackers. It's the smoke, I think. It sedated them. This was the one defense the rebels found to battle the wasps. The seal of the capital shines above me, and the anthem blares out. It's now or never, I think, and begin to saw. Blisters burst on my right hand as I awkwardly drag the knife back and forth. Once I've got a groove, the work requires less effort, but is almost more than I can handle. I grit my teeth and saw away, occasionally glancing at the sky to register that there were no deaths today. That's all right. The audience will be sated seeing me injure and treed in the pack below me. But the anthem's running out, and I'm only 3/4 of the way through the wood when the music ends. The sky goes dark, and I'm forced to stop. Now what? I could probably finish out the job by sense of feel, but they may not be the smartest plan. If the wasps are too groggy, if the nest catches on its way down, if I try to escape, this could all be a deadly waste of time. Better, I think, to sneak up there at dawn and send the nest into my enemies. In the faint light of the courier's torches, I inch back down to my fork to find the best surprise I've ever had. Sitting on my sleeping bag is a small plastic pot attached to a silver parachute. My first gift from a sponsor. Hamish must have had it sent during the anthem. The pot easily fits in the palm of my hand. What can it be? Not food, surely. I unscrew the lid, and I know by the scent that it's medicine. Cautiously, I probe the surface of the ointment. The throbbing in my fingertip vanishes. Oh, Hamish, I whisper. Thank you. He has not abandoned me, not left me to fend entirely for myself. The cost of this medicine must be astronomical. Probably not one, but many sponsors have contributed to buy this one tiny pot. To me, it is priceless. I dip 2 fingers in the jar and gently spread the balm over my calf. The effect is almost magical, erasing the pain on contact, leaving a pleasant cooling sensation behind. This is no herbal concoction that my mother grinds up at the Woodland Plains. It's high-tech medicine brewed up in the capital's labs. When my calf is treated, I rub a thin layer into my hands. After wrapping the pot in the parachute, I nestle it safely away in my pack. Now that the pain is eased, it's all I can do to reposition myself in my bag before I plunge into sleep. A bird perched just a few feet away from me alerts me that a new day is in dawn. In the gray morning light, I examine my hands. The medicine has transformed all the angry red patches to a soft baby skin pink. My leg still feels inflamed, but the burn was far deeper. I apply another coat of medicine and quietly pack up my gear. Whatever happens, I'm going to have to move fast. I also make myself eat a cracker and a strip of beef and drink a few cups of water. Almost nothing stayed in my stomach yesterday, and I'm already starting to feel the effects of hunger. Below me, I can see the courier pack and Peta asleep on the ground. By her position, leaning up against the trunk of the tree, I guess Glimmer was supposed to be on guard, but fatigue overcame her. My eyes squint as they try to penetrate the tree next to me, but I can't make out Rue. Since she tipped me off, it only seems fair to warn her. Besides, if I'm going to die today, it's the Rue I want to win. Even if it means a little extra food for my family, the idea of Peta becoming crowned victor is unbearable. I call Rue's name in a hushed whisper, and the eyes appear, wide and alert at once. She points up to the nest again. I hold up my knife and make a sawing motion. She nods and disappears. There's a rustling in a nearby tree, then the same noise again, a bit farther off. I realize she is jumping from tree to tree. It's all I can do not to laugh out loud. Is that what she showed the game makers? I imagine her flying around the training equipment, never touching the floor. She should have gotten at least a 10.